is confidential fund, misuse, misappropriation, and irregular liquidation.
Good morning. Appearances for the respondent?
Good morning, Your Honors. Same appearances for the respondent accused.
Good morning as well. Will the lead prosecutor kindly call their first witness for this morning?
Your Honor, may I request that the head prosecutor of Article 1 Confidential Fund, the Honorable Joel Chua, be recognized, Your Honor.
The Honorable Chua, member of the panel of prosecutors, is recognized to call their first witness to the stand.
Good morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, same appearance for the prosecution. Your Honor, may we be given 5-minute opening statement? May we request Representative Laila de Lima to be recognized by the Chair, Your Honor?
The Chair would like to remind the Honorable de Lima, if indeed she will make an opening statement, to kindly avoid conclusions of both fact and law, as we have previously agreed upon and raised by the defense in previous hearings, and as pointed out by several sender judges. With that conditionality, the Honorable de Lima may proceed with her opening statement.
Your Honor, may we comment on that matter?
Yes, what is the pleasure of Attorney Paul?
Your Honor, I'd like to apologize for having to comment on this matter, but as far as I recall, the presiding officer already made a ruling before against opening statements, Your Honors.
Again, I will be very conscious, Honorable de Lima, with respect to statements of fact and law that are not coming out from the mouth of any witnesses you will be presenting. So kindly be precise and short with respect to your opening statements. You may proceed, ma'am, subject to those reminders.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. This is about 5 minutes or a little more than 5 minutes. Mr. Senate President, Mr. Presiding Officer, Honorable Senator Judges, mga kababayan, magandang umaga po. Sa ating pagbabudget para sa pamilya, dahil hindi naman unli ang pera, masinop ang ating paggasta sa talagang kailangan at kapangyarihan natin nilalaan. Ganyan din dapat sa pondo ng bayan. Sa yugtong ito ng paglilitis, pag-uusapan natin ang confidential funds. Ito ang budget para sa mga sensitibo at surveillance-related activities upang suportahan ang mandato ng mga civilian agencies. That the budget is intended for confidential operations does not mean that the conduct of the officials involved in the handling of people's money is exempted from the demands of transparency, scrutiny, and accountability. Public office is a public trust. Yan ang sabi ng konstitusyon. Sakop nito ang lahat na nasa gobyerno. At ang utos na yan ay hindi pwedeng balawalain dahil confidential lang o confidential ang pondo. Ang confidentiality ay para protektahan ang lehitimong operasyon at informant. Hindi ito pahintulot para mag-imbento ng pangalan at dokumento. Hindi ito palusot para ibulsa ang pera. Kung confidential ang pondo, lalo pa nga mataas ang pananagutang kaakibat nito. The Constitution entrusts this court with the solemn duty to determine whether the respondent Vice President committed culpable violation of the Constitution, graft and corruption, and betrayal of public trust. The evidence will show that she did. This case, Article 1, is about 612.5 million in confidential funds entrusted to VP Sara Duterte through the Office of the President and the Department of Education. This is not about one missing receipt. This is not about a clerical error or accounting mistake. The evidence will reveal a pattern, a systemic course of conduct that, taken as a whole, demonstrates graft and corruption and betrayal of public trust.
With the permission of the Honorable de Lima, yes, Council for
Your Honors, again, Your Honors, I think we have to object to the statements being made by the Honorable de Lima, with all due respect, of course. Your Honors, they can do that through the offer of their evidence, Your Honor.
Chair will instruct the Honorable de Lima to kindly limit her statements. I was listening intently in the beginning, it was okay, Honorable de Lima, but later on, you did make conclusions of law already points the chair orders to be stricken from the record. You may wind up, Honorable De Lima, but kindly avoid conclusions of fact and law.
Your Honors, please, be given just
Yes,
2 seconds. Your Honors, ang naging problema natin nung huling pagkakataon na pinayagan natin yung ganitong statement at sinasabi na nga ng presiding officer is kahit naman i-strike off the record natin, narinig na po at nasabi na. So to allow, Your Honors, again, a continuation of such is really goes into the matter of fair play, Your Honor.
Honorable De Lima, kindly wind up. Again, you were forewarned beforehand to kindly limit your statements. Hence, you are faced again with a similar situation. Kindly wind up, Honorable De Lima, and call your witness.
Ang dami pong malalampasan sa aking opening statement because
Yes,
it's
but
supposed to be an
again,
overview
it is the
of the
court's
case,
position
the overview of the evidence.
to let the witness speak, not the counsel, insofar as the evidence is concerned or conclusions of both fact and law. Kindly wind up, Honorable De Lima.
I submit to Your Honors, and so I will wind up. Kapag ang isang impeachable officer, tulad ng pangalawang Pangulo, ay nabuso ang kapangyarihan sa paraang sumisira sa accountability, sumusuway sa pananagutan, dapat pa ba siyang pagkatiwalaan? Dapat pa ba siyang manatili sa pwesto? When the Filipino people entrusted their money to Vice President Sara Duterte, was that trust honored? That question will not be answered by politics, by general denials, by press releases. It will be answered by the witnesses, by the documents, by audit, and by the evidence, and the prosecution is ready to present it. Sa kabuuan ng ebidensya, makita ang hindi lang mga simpleng irregularidad ang nangyari.
Objection, Your Honor.
Malinaw ito.
Objection, Your Honor.
Honorable De Lima, I would have to stop you. I would have to stop you at this point. The continuing objection of the respondent is duly noted. I would have to stop you at this point.
And I have to
My
stop
due
now.
apologies, but kindly call your witness already.
Thank you, Your Honors. I submit. Thank you very much.
Kindly call your witness, Representative Chua.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we are going to present our first witness in the person of Miss Violeta Constantino.
The clerk of court, through the sergeant at arms, is instructed to situate Miss Violeta Constantino to the witness stand. Kindly remain standing, ma'am. Clerk of court is directed to administer the oath to the witness.
Please raise your right hand, ma'am. You, Violeta Constantino, do swear that the evidence you shall give in the case now pending between the Philippines and Vice President Sara Duterte shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Kindly be seated, ma'am.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
You may proceed, counsel.
Thank you,
When you're ready.
Your Honor, we are offering the testimony of Miss Violeta Constantino to prove the following. Una, na si Miss Constantino ay isang retiradong department manager ng Land Bank of the Philippines, Show Boulevard Branch from May 2017 to January 2024. Pangalawa, na ang Land Bank of the Philippines, Show Boulevard Branch, ang nagproseso ng encashment ng 4 na cheque payable sa isang Gina F. Acosta sa halagang 125 million each sa mga sumusunod na cheque. Una, Land Bank Check Number 0000244027 na may petsang December 20, 2022. Ikalawa, Land Bank Check Number 00244053 na may petsang January 31, 2023. Ikatlo, Land Bank check number 0000245511 na may petsang April 18, 2023. At ikaapat, Land Bank check number 0000245664 na may petsang July 13, 2023. Katlo, na ang mga nasabing tseke ay lahat pinondohan ng Philippine Treasury at nilipat sa account ng Office of the Vice President. Kaapat, na ang apat na nasabing tseke ay personal na in-encash ng isang Miss Gina F. Acosta bilang SDO o Special Disbursing Officer ng Office of the Vice President noong December 20, 2022, February 6, 2023, April 25, 2023, at July 14, 2023. Ikalima, bilang Department Manager ng Land Bank, Show Boulevard Branch, si Miss Constantino ay personal na nakasaksi at nag-oversee ng pag-encash at pagtanggap ng pera mula sa tseke ni Miss Acosta. At panghuli, kaanim, iba pang mga bagay-bagay na may kinalaman dito sa impeachment case in relation to Article 1 on confidential funds and in relation to the aforementioned purposes, Your Honor.
The Honorable Chair, what is
Comment, Your Honor.
before the comment, what is the third purpose for the offer again?
Your Honor, that all were funded by the Philippine Treasury and drawn against the account of the Office of the Vice President.
Thank you. Comment from the Council for Respondents?
Subject to cross, Your Honor.
May we proceed now, Your Honor?
You may proceed when you're ready.
The witness, handa na po ba kayo? Sure. Sure na? Okay. Madam Witness, para lang tayo nag-uusap, kaya relax lang po kayo. Bilang preliminary matters, Madam Witness, pwede po ba kami po ay interesado? Ano po ang inyong pangalan at iba pang mga personal na detalye?
Ako po si Violeta Constantino, a retired employee of the Land Bank of the Philippines.
Okay. Sabi po ninyo, kayo ay retired employee ng Land Bank of the Philippines. Madam Witness, gaano po kayo katagal na nagtrabaho sa Land Bank of the Philippines bilang isang empleyado?
Nagtrabaho po ako sa Land Bank for 32 years na po.
Okay. So, bago po ang inyong retirement, ano po ang inyong naging posisyon sa Land Bank kung meron man?
Ako po ang department manager po sa Land Bank Show Boulevard Branch.
Okay, sabi ninyo, kayo ay isang department manager ng Land Bank Show Boulevard. Madam Witness, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng department manager?
Ang department manager po ay kagaya rin po ito ng isang branch manager ng isang bangko po.
Okay, so parang branch manager din po. Ngayon, bilang department manager, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, ano po ba ang inyong functions and responsibilities?
Ang main function ko po as a branch manager, ako po ang nag-oversee sa lahat ng transactions po ng branch, particularly po sa opening ng accounts deposits, encashments, withdrawals. Kasama na rin po dito yung pagmamarketing po and other administrative functions.
Okay. Now, kanina, Madam Witness, sabi mo kayo ay Department Manager sa Show Boulevard Branch. Now, ang tanong ko po, kailan po kayo nagsimula maging Department Manager ng Show Boulevard Branch? Kailan hanggang kailan po? Kung maalala po ninyo.
Nag-start po ako sa Landbank Show Boulevard Branch noong May 2017 until po nung mag-retire ako noong January 2024.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, nandito po ngayon kayo sa impeachment court. Ang tanong ko po sa inyo, bakit po kayo nandito ngayong araw na to dito sa impeachment court kung alam po ninyo?
Nandito po ako sa araw na ito dahil po naka-receive po ako ng subpoena from the Honorable Impeachment Court to testify po yung knowledge ko regarding po doon sa impeachment trial po ngayon ni BP Sara Duterte.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ano naman po ang kinalaman ninyo sa impeachment?
Yung apat na cheque po ito ay nakapangalan po kay Miss Gina F. Acosta na may amount pong 125 million each.
Okay. Madam Witness, bakit naman po kayo pamilyar dito po sa apat na cheque na binabanggit po ninyo?
Familiar po ako dito kasi ako po yung nag-oversee na encashment na to nung ako po ay branch manager po ng Show Boulevard Branch.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, kung ipakikita po sa inyo itong apat na cheque na in-encash po ninyo sa Show Boulevard Branch, pag ipakikita po ito sa inyo, itong kopyang ito, ma-identify po ba ninyo ito?
Opo.
Okay. Madam Witness,
Your Honor.
Yes, Council for Respondents,
Just
sorry po. What is your pleasure?
Okay, well, just to expedite the proceedings, Your Honor, we are willing to stipulate that the witness has the ability to identify these checks.
okay.
Has the ability to identify the
And
checks.
we are also not questioning the authenticity of such checks, Your Honor.
For the reference of the senator judges, you're referring, Attorney Boa, to the 4 checks which are common exhibits of both parties.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Can we, just to confirm, Clerk of Court is directed to kindly show on the screen the checks being stipulated to and admitted by the respondent. It should be exhibit P128 to P128A1 for the prosecution and exhibit D1130 and D1130 OVP1. Is that it?
That is correct, Your Honor.
So this is one of the checks.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kindly also show the other exhibits that the respondent is stipulating to so that the senator judges can catch up. Given that the respondent is stipulated to the aforementioned checks for 125 million each, dated December 20, 2022, January 31, 2023, April 18, 2023, and July 13, 2023, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Will you also stipulate, Counsel for Respondent, that these checks were encashed as well?
Yes, Your Honor. And that these checks were from the Treasury of the Philippines, and the payee was Gina Acosta, Your Honor.
So that these checks are authentic, that these checks were encashed by Gina Acosta, that these checks cover the face value of 125 million each, encashed on the dates mentioned by the respondent, and that it was encashed by Gina Acosta
As SDO, Your Honor.
as SDO. Given that the counsel for respondent has stipulated and so admitted these facts, Counsel from the panel of prosecutors, kindly proceed with other items given the stipulation with the counsel for respondent. There's no need for these
Thank you,
witnesses to testify in these matters anymore. Thank you, counsel
Thank
for
you, Your
respondent.
Honor. Your Honor, Madam Witness, dahil po yung harap ng cheque ay inadmit na po ng ating defense, pupunta po tayo dun sa baba. Meron po ako nakikita dito sa screen na image na nakalagay po sa baba at ito po ay sabihin na natin. Ito po ay nakamarka bilang Exhibit P-Roman numeral 1-28-A-1. Madam Witness, ano po itong imahe na nakikita po natin sa baba? Kung alam po ninyo.
Sir, pwede po ba akong makahingi ng copy? Medyo
Your Honor, may we request...
Assistant counsel is authorized to approach the witness as well as assistant counsel from the respondent.
Okay, Your Honor, my assisting counsel, Attorney Cristina Pasicolan, will approach the witness. Your Honor.
The clerk is instructed to kindly magnify the submarking being alluded to by the counsel from the panel of prosecutors.
Yung nasa baba po, na may marka po na binanggit ko pong exhibit.
pakiulit po, please.
Dito po sa cheque, dito po sa screen natin, meron pong imahe. At meron po ditong nakamarkang Exhibit T-1, Roman numeral 1-28-A-1. Ano po itong imahe na to, kung alam po ninyo?
Yun po bang certified true copy po?
Huwag po kayo tumingin dito sa screen. Yan po sa, yung imahe po, yan po.
Doon po sa isang malaking box.
Yung malaki, ano po yan?
Ito po yung mga pirma po ng mga empleyado ko po noong time na na-encash po yung check.
Okay, nasaan po yan? Saan bahagi po ng cheque yan?
Doon po sa 3 boxes. So, yung
Madam Witness, pwede po pakilapit po yung inyong pakilapit po sa mic, yung parang marinig po tayo. Yan. Yan pong imahe dyan po sa baba po ng, di ba yung taas po, yan po yung harap ng cheque. Ano po yung imahe na nasa baba? Ano po yan?
bali po, ito po yung signature verified by po ang nakalagay. Pirma po ito ng aming verifier.
Okay, saan po nakalagay yan? Sa mic?
Sa upper ano po.
Sa dorsal? Sa dorsal
likod po
side
ng
ng cheque. Okay.
Opo.
Now,
Yung unang
Madam
box.
Witness, dito po sa box na to, mayroon ditong 3 maliliit na box. Pwede po ba mai-request yung box na to na medyo palakihan at i-zoom po? I-zoom po, papalapit. Yan. Pwede po ba pataas? Pataas. Pa-rotate po, paki-rotate po, paki-rotate. Medyo mahirap kong tignan. Pwede po bang paki-rotate sa tape? Okay. Hindi pwede? Hindi pwede. Okay. Madam Witness, hindi daw po pwede. Now, Madam Witness, dito po, ayun. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, dito po sa box na malaking to, meron po ditong 3 box na napansin ko. Doon po sa bandang kaliwa, na unang box, may nakalagay po dito, signature verified by. At sa baba po nito, meron pong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, kaninong pirma po to kung alam po ninyo?
Ang pirma pong ito ay kay verifier po ng branch.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pag pumirma ang verifier dito sa box na to, sa signature verified by, ano po ang ibig sabihin nito?
Ang ibig sabihin po ng signature ng verifier ay na-verify niya po yung identity ng payee base po sa kanyang IDs na bisinta. At the same time po, na-check niya rin po sa system na ito po ay may advice na galing po sa Office of the Vice President na pwede na po i-release.
Okay. Now, pupunta po tayo sa susunod na box na may nakalagay po ditong posted by. At meron din po ditong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, aninong pirma po itong nakalagay sa posted by? Kung alam po ninyo.
Ang nakapirma po sa posted by ay kay Teller po.
Okay. So, Madam Witness, pag pumirma ang isang teller dito sa box na to kung saan nakalagay ay posted by, ano po ang ibig sabihin ng kanyang pirma? Kung maalala po ninyo.
Ang pirma po ng teller, ang ibig sabihin po nito ay na-encode na po niya sa system ang lahat po ng detalyado ng cheque.
Okay. Napupunta na po tayo sa ikatlong box na may nakalagay pong approved by at meron din po ditong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, kanino naman pong pirma ito? Kung kilala po ninyo.
Pirma po ito ng aming approver.
Okay. Pag pumirma po ang approver dito po sa box na to, ano po ang ibig sabihin ng kanyang pirma?
Ang ibig sabihin po ng pirma ng approver ay nakita niya po na ang proseso ng pag-verify po sa cheque ay dumaan po sa tamang proseso at ito po ay pwede na pong i-encash.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, bakit po kayo pamilyar dito sa tatlong pirma na binugit po ninyo?
Sila po yung aking mga staff nung ako po ay nasa Land Bank Show Boulevard po. Ako po yung branch manager.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ang susunod ko pong tanong sa inyo, kailan po na-encash itong checking ito? Kung maalala po ninyo.
As shown po dito sa dokumento na to, ito po ay na-encash ng 20 December 2022.
Wait. Okay. Now, sabi po ninyo, as shown dito sa record. Ano po bang record ang binabanggit ninyo, Madam Witness?
Ito po yung validation ng teller na naka-appear po doon sa ilalim.
Now, Madam Witness, pwede po ba pakituro po sa amin, nasaan po dito sa parting to ng dorsal side
Ito
ng
po.
cheque, yung binabanggit po ninyo?
Nasa ibaba po, lower right portion.
Lower right portion.
Opo,
Pwede po
akin.
bang paki-zoom para po mas malinaw at para po sa mas makita po natin na maigi? Okay. Yan. Yan. Saan po dito? Ano pong nakalagay?
20 December 2022.
Yan. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, kailan nilagay ang markang ito kung alam po ninyo?
Ang time po na yung encashment.
Okay. Now, pupunta na po tayo sa pangalawang dokumento, Madam Witness. Ito po ay yung check number 0000244053 na may petsang January 31, 2023 at payable sa isang, again, Miss Gina F. Acosta for 125 million pesos. Now, Madam Witness, ano po ang relasyon ng checking ito sa mga checking binabanggit po ninyo kanina? Kung meron man po.
Yung pong cheque na yan ay isa po sa mga apat na cheque po na na-encash po ni Ms. Gina F. Acosta nung ako po ang branch manager.
Okay. Madam Witness, hindi ko na po itatanong sa inyo yung taas dahil yung po ay in-admit na, in-stipulate na po natin. Pupunta po tayo doon sa lower portion kung saan may nakalagay na Exhibit P-Roman numeral 1-28-B-1. Now, Madam Witness, ano po itong imahe na minarkahan ng nasabing exhibit? Kung alam po ninyo.
Ito po yung likod ng cheque po.
Okay. Na bakit po pa kayo pamilyar dito po sa checking ito, Madam Witness?
Ito po yung in-encash nga po nung ni Miss Gina po sa nung time ko po na manager sa Landmark Show.
Okay. Na Madam Witness, punta tayo dun sa malaking box. Pwede po bang paki-zoom in ulit yung malaking box? Pwede po paki-ipatya tayo po. Yan. Now, Madam Witness, sa gaya po ng naunang cheque, ito po ay may 3 boxes. Doon at nakapaloob po sa malaking box. Doon sa kaliwa, may nakalagay po dito, signature verified by, at meron din pong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, kaninong pirma po to? Kung maalala po ninyo at kung kilala po ninyo.
Gaya po na sabi ko kanina, ang nakapirma po sa signature verified by ang verifier po ng branch.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, doon naman po sa gitna, meron din po ditong pirma na posted by. Kaninong pirma po to? Kung maalala po ninyo at kung kilala po ninyo.
Sa posted by po, si teller po.
Okay. Doon naman po sa parting nakalagay approved by. Kanino naman pong pirma ito kung alam po at kung kilala po ninyo?
Pirma po yung approver, akin po yung initial signature.
Pirma po ninyo. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, bakit po kayo pamilyar dun sa unang 2 pirma na binabanggit po ninyo?
Mga staff ko po siya nung ako po ay branch manager po ng Show Boulevard branch at nami-witness ko rin po yung mga pirma nila sa iba pong mga bank documents.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ito pong pangalawang cheque na nakikita po natin, kailan po ito in-encash kung maalala po ninyo?
Asyon po dito sa dokumento, ito po ay na-encash noong 06 Feb 2023 po.
06 Feb 2023. Now, Madam Witness, nasa ang parte dito po sa likod yung inyong pinagbabasihan?
Nasa lower right po, portion.
Lower right portion. Pwede po ba pakituro po ninyo specific? Saan po dyan na nakalagay?
Yun po, 06 Feb 2023.
06 Feb 2020. Okay. Na Madam Witness, kailan po inilagay ang markang to kung alam po ninyo?
Nung araw po na encashment po niya.
Okay. Na Madam Witness, pupunta na po tayo sa ikatlong cheque.
With the permission of the Honorable Chua, Attorney Poa, is this part of what you stipulated or no? The verifier's signature, the teller's signature, the approver's signature, as well as the date of encashment.
To be candid, Your Honor, it wasn't part, but right now we are willing to stipulate the same.
Okay.
So, if you're willing to stipulate, let the presiding officer state it for the record that the signature underneath the on the dorsal side of the check with number 000024, kindly show it to the screen, 245511 in the amount of 125 million pesos with the payee as Gina F. Acosta, dated April 18, 2023, that the signatures of the verifier, the teller, the approver are all authentic and genuine, and that these were made in the course of their ordinary performance of duties. And the date of encashment is April 25, 2023, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And insofar as Land Bank check number 000024, kindly show it to the screen, 5664, payable to Gina F. Acosta in the amount of 125 million, dated July 13, 2023. The signature of the verifier, teller, and approver on the dorsal side are also all authentic and were signed in the course of the performance of their ordinary duties, and that the date of encashment is July 14, 2023, correct?
Stipulate, Your Honor.
So stipulated, counsel from the panel of prosecutors, the Honorable Chua, given the stipulation, these are now deemed admissions for the information of the senator judges And no proof or testimony is necessary to be presented by the panel of prosecutors. You may proceed, Honorable Chua.
Okay, with that, Your Honor, we would like to manifest that and state for the record, Your Honor, that the dorsal portion of the said checks were marked, Your Honor, as our Exhibit P, that's Roman numeral 1, that's 28, that's A, that's 1, for the first check, Your Honor, and for the second check, Your Honor, Exhibit P, that's Roman numeral 1, that's 28, that's B, that's 1, and for the third check, Your Honor, Exhibit P, that's Roman numeral 1, that's 28, that's C, that's 1, and for the fourth check, Your Honor, is Exhibit P, that's Roman numeral 1, that's 28D, that's 1, Your Honor. For the record, Your Honor. Now,
Duly noted and entered into the records. You may proceed when you're ready.
thank you, Your Honor. Now, Madam Witness, dito po sa checking ito, may nakatatak po dito na certified true copy of the digital copy on file. Now, Madam Witness, pwede po ba malaman namin nasaan po ang original ng checking ito kung alam po ninyo?
Ang original copy po ng mga check nito ay na-shred na po siya.
Okay. Bakit po siya sinred kung alam po ninyo?
As per bank policy po, lahat po ng mga negotiated checks ay may retention period lang po ng 1 year. Kaya ito po ay sinishred na.
Okay. So sinasabi po ninyo na ang mga cheque ay sinisred. Now, Madam Witness, pag sinabi ninyong shred, ano po ang ibig sabihin ninyo ng salitang o katagang shred?
Ang meaning po ng shred, ito po ay dumadaan po siya sa machine shredder. So, napipira-piraso na po siya ng maliliit.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, sabi ninyo yung physical copy ng mga checking ito ay na-shred na. Ngayon, ano ang relasyon nitong digital copies na ito sa mga cheque na galing sa land bank na binabanggit mong cheque?
Ano po ang relasyon?
Yes,
Ito
ano
po yung mga cheque po na na-encash po nga ni Miss Gina Acosta.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pupunta po tayo sa proseso ng encashment ng 4 na cheque. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ano ang proseso ng encashment dito po sa 4 na checking ito? Kung maalala po ninyo.
Ang process po na encashment namin, particularly ito pong transaction na to, ay malaki po yung amount involved. So meron po tumatawag sa amin from cash division po ng OVP a day or two prior po doon sa encashment na meron po
Sige po, tuloy po ninyo.
na meron po silang for encashment nga po ng 125 million.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pinanggit ninyo, meron sa inyong tumatawag from the cash department ng OVP. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po, sino po ang tumatawag sa inyo from the cash department ng OVP? Kung maalala lang po ninyo.
Yung sa cash division po yan ng OVP, si Miss Queenie Masangkay po.
Willie Masangkay. At sino naman po sa inyong branch ang tinatawagan ni Miss Queenie Masangkay?
Ako po, ang tinatawagan.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, paano po ninyo nalaman na si Miss Queenie Masangkay ay from cash department ng OVP?
Bali siya po yung liaison ng OVP from the cash division at siya rin po yung tumatawag po sa akin sa other banking needs po nila.
Okay. So, Madam Witness, kanina binanggit ninyo na kaya tumatawag sa inyo si Miss Queenie Masangkay para i-advise kayo a day or two prior.
Opo.
Bakit po kailangan kayong i-advise a day or two prior sa encashment?
Bali, meron po kasing cash involved limit lang po ang branch. So, wala po kaming any given day na amount po for that match po. Kaya kailangan po namin itong mag-request po sa aming cash center for assistance.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, pagkatapos po kayong tawagan ni Miss Queenie Masangkay, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Bali po, kino-communicate ko po sa aming branch cashier na meron pong ganitong cash requirement po ang Office of the Vice President. At the same time po, para po maka-coordinate po siya sa aming cash center for the cash transfer po.
So pagkatapos po, mag-request o ma-coordinate ng inyong cashier, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Bali po, pagdating na ng cash na ito, tinatawagan ko po si Miss Queenie Masangkay po na available na po yung cash sa branch.
Okay. So pagkatapos po ninyong tawagan, si Miss Queenie Masangkay, ano na po ang susunod pang mangyayari kung meron man po?
Bali, pumupunta na po si Miss Gina Costa at si Mr. Ortonio po sa branch para po mag-encash.
Okay. Ngayon, binanggit po ninyo ang isang pangalang Miss Gina Costa at Mr. Ortonio. Paano po ninyo nakilala si Miss Acosta at si Mr. Ortonio?
Una ko pong nakilala si Mr. Ortonio kasi bali isa po siya sa mga authorized signatories po ng OVP. And then inintroduce niya po si Miss Gina Acosta na siya po yung pay ng cheque worth 125 million po.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pagpunta po sa inyo ni Miss Gina Acosta at ni Mr. Ortonio, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari?
Noong first encounter ko po sa kanila, bali po yung cheque na yon ay binigay po ni Miss Gina together with her identification card niya. So, finoward ko po ito sa verifier para po ma-process.
So pagkatapos po ninyo i-forward sa verifier para mo-process, ano na po ang susunod na nangyari kung meron man po?
Bali po, binay-verify po ito ni verifier, yung mga authorized signatories po ng cheque. And then, chinecheck niya rin po sa system kung ito po ay mayroon ng advice from the OVP para po ito ay i-release na.
Okay. So pagkatapos po ma-check, kung meron ng advice, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Na-forward na po ito sa teller para po encode sa system at para po makapag-request na po siya ng cash.
Okay. So pag-forward sa teller, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Pag po na-approve na rin po ng approver, tatawagin na po niya si Miss Gina Costa para po mapareceive niya po yung cash.
Okay. So sabi ninyo, tatawagin ni approver si Miss Gina Acosta para tanggapin na yung cash.
Si teller po ang tumatawag.
Okay. Tatawagin ni teller si Miss Gina Acosta para i-receive na yung cash. Ano na po ang susunod mangyayari pagkatapos kong i-inform ni teller si Miss Gina Acosta?
Bali, since malaki din nga po yung amount, inagay po si Gina Acosta papasok po sa backroom para po doon i-release yung cash.
Okay. Ngayon, may binabanggit po kayong backroom. Sino-sino po ang nasa backroom kung alam po ninyo?
Noong pong unang release po noong cash, ako po ang nandoon, si teller, yung branch cashier, si Miss Gina, and then si Mr. Limuel po. Ortonio.
So pagdating ninyo sa backroom, ano na po yung mga sumunod na pangyayari kung meron man po?
Nirelease po yung ng teller po, after po ma-receive, sa cheque po, yung payment received, nirelease na po ni teller yung cash kay Miss Gina in packs po siya, worth 1 million each po.
Okay, so maalala po ba ninyo kung ilang packs po ang nirelease kay Miss Gina Acosta?
Bali, 125 packs po yan.
125 packs. Okay. Now, pagkatapos pong i-release itong pera in packs, in 125 packs, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari?
Bali, nilalagay na po nila yon sa dala po nilang bags.
Okay. Ngayon, meron po kayong binanggit na bag. Madam Witness, anong klaseng bag ang pinaglagyan ng pera kung maalala po ninyo?
Sa pagkaalala ko po, isang mahabang malaking bag po siya. Para pong gym bag.
Okay. Madam Witness, ilang bag po ang dala po ni Miss Gina Acosta at ni Mr. Ortonio?
Sa pagkaalala ko po, mga 3 to 4 bags po yun.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, sabi ninyo, ilagay dito yung 125 million sa 3 to 4 bags. Okay. Ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari pagkalagay po nila dito po sa bag?
Lalabas na po sila ng bangko.
Okay. Madam Witness, si Miss Gina Acosta lang po ba? O may kasama pa po ba si Miss Gina Acosta at saka si Limuel Ortonio?
Sa pagkaalala po, meron po silang kasama.
Ilan po, kung maalala po ninyo?
Hindi ko na po ma-recall.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, paglabas po nila, meron po ba sa bangko na empleyado na tumulong sa kanila para bitbitin po itong bag? Kung mayroon man po.
Wala po, sir.
Bakit po wala?
It's against bank policy po na tumulong po sa mga kliyente, ang mga empleyado, or even po yung security guards po namin.
Bakit po yun against sa bank policy, Madam Witness?
In case po na for safety and security measures din po, para po hands-off na po ang bangko once na ma-release na po yung physical cash po.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ito pong huling tanong ko. How much po in total, Madam Witness, ang withdraw in relation po dito po sa 4 na checking binabanggit po ninyo?
Ang total po ng 4 na cheque, mga ano po siya, kalahating bilyon po.
Okay. That would be all, Your Honor.
Thank you, Honorable Chua. Cross from the Council for Respondent, Attorney Boa. You may proceed when you're ready, sir.
Nothing to cross, Your Honor, from our end. However, Your Honor, may I just make a manifestation just on the markings, Your Honor.
Council may do so.
Just on the markings of the check, we'd also like to put on record, Your Honors, that for check with ending 244027, dated December 20, 2022, this is marked by the prosecution on the face of the check as T-1-130-OVB. On the dorsal portion, it is D-1-130-OVP-1. For the second check, dated January 31, 2023, ending with 244053. On the face of the check, this is marked as D-1-131-OVB. Dorsal portion is marked as D-1-131-OVB-1. For the third check, dated April 13, 2023, with ending 245511, face of the check is marked as D-1-132-OVB, while the dorsal portion was marked as D-1-132-OVB-1. The fourth and last check, ending 245664, dated July 13, 2023. The face of the check was marked as D-1-133-OVB, while the dorsal portion was marked as T-1-133-OVB-1. That is all, Your Honors. Again, nothing to cross from our end.
Yeah.
Just to correct you, the check ending in 5511 is dated April 18.
Correct, Your Honor. April 18, 2023.
No, you mentioned 13 earlier.
I stand
according
corrected.
So it's 18.
Yes, 18, Your Honor.
Thank you. Given that there is no cross and therefore no redirect, we now proceed to allow the senator judges for their interventions in the order that they signify their intent to ask questions and make interventions. The Honorable Erwin Tulfo, thereafter the Honorable Rafi Tulfo, thereafter the Honorable Senator Judge Aquino. The Honorable Tulfo is recognized for his interjections and interventions. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Miss Witness, Miss Constantino, diyan ba talaga ang account ng mga OVP sa bangko ninyo, sa show? Or si VP lang ang nag-open ng account yan sa bangko ninyo?
Yung Office of the Vice President po.
OVP.
Opo.
So, hindi lahat dyan may account ng OVP.
Actually po, na-transfer lang po sa amin ang MDS account po ng Office of the Vice President noong pong September 2022 nung lumipat po sila ng kanilang office address sa Pioneer, Mandaluyong.
Okay. Normal po ba na ganito kalaki ang wini-withdraw ng isang government agency? Is this normal? Nakakita ka na ba nito ng other government agencies na ganito kalaki ang withdrawal?
Wala po, unusual po ito.
Unusual yung withdrawal. So therefore, kung unusual, Madam Witness, hindi mo kayo nagtanong man lang, para saan po ba kayo ito? Kasi alam ko sa bangko po, nagtatanong ako po, nagbabangko ko sa privado, natatanong po yung staff ko, para saan ba gagamitin ni Seri o ni Sen? Hindi na ba ninyo tinatanong?
Kasi po may advice naman po siya. So, kumbaga dumaan naman po ito sa proseso nila. Kaya, I don't think po na
Pero what is the SOP? Ano pong standard operating procedure pag may mga malalaking withdrawal? Or exempted pag mga government agency, lalo pat mga matataas na ahensya ng pamahalaan?
Wala na pong exemption. Kaya lang po itong sa particular na transaction po ng OVP, bali meron naman po kasi silang pino-forward advice po sa branch.
Okay. Alam niyo po ba na ito ay for intelligence fund, yung wini-withdraw?
Hindi po.
Hindi niyo po alam na intel fund ito.
Opo.
Pero nagduda po kayo sa ganitong kalaking halaga. Is that correct?
Sa personal opinion namin sa bangko, parang syempre po, saan kaya gagamitin po yung cash na to? So, pero hindi naman po namin tinanong na. Kasi may advice naman po siya.
Okay, panghuli na lamang po, Madam Witness. May other agencies pa ba na may account sa inyo?
Marami naman po mga government agencies po sa
Sa branch ninyo. Okay. Pero walang mga ganito kalalaking withdrawal.
So far po kasi na-convert na po lahat kasi sila sa mga online system like yung sa ATM. Pero, so hindi na po ganyang kalalaking mga withdrawals po nila.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Thank you, Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo. Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo is recognized. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready for interjections and interventions. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Madam Witness, magandang umaga po.
Magandang umaga rin po.
Hindi masyadong klaro sa amin yung sinabi mong mga bag ang pinaglagyan nitong 125 million. Anong klaseng bag muli?
Sa pagkakaalala ko po, ito po isang malaking, mahabang bag na parang giniscribe ko nga po as
Duffel bag? Gym bag?
gym bag po. Iba po kasi
Gym
yung
bag.
duffel bag sa bangko.
So gym bag gaano kalaki?
Mahaba po.
Okay. Ayon sa BSP, ang 1 million, approximately 1 kilo. So that's 125 million. So si Gina lamang ang nagbitbit ng 125 kilos palabas ng bangko?
Ang alam ko pong assistance po na naalala ko po ay nag-provide po kami ng trolley.
Ng trolley. At mag-isa lang si Gina.
May kasama po sila eh. Hindi ko lang po ma-recall.
So ilang duffel bag po ulit?
Mga 3 to 4 bags po in
I mean, so 3 to 4
bags.
yung sa 125
Gym
million.
bags.
Gym bags. Dapat sigurado, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kasi kung 125 million at 3 gym bag, gym bag, gano'n ang kalaki yun. Baka hindi ka kahit mahaba. Kakasya ba dyan 125 kilos? Baka nagkakamali kayo.
Mga 3 to 4 bags na.
Dapat precise po kayo. Dapat ginadjad daw nyo yan bago paglabas. 3 bags ang lumabas, ang pinaglagyan.
Hindi na po namin yan,
Okay, sige. Pero dapat, you should be approximate, precise kasi we're talking of impeachment of the Vice President dito. Hindi dapat yung parang kalkulasyon lamang. As much as possible.
Opo, mga gano'n, 4 bags.
Okay, 4 bags. Now, wala bang, kasi alam ko, pag ganun kalaki amount, kuminsan yung bangko nag-offer doon sa depositor na i-deliver yung pera sa lugar na gusto nilang pupuntahan ng pera yon through the what we call armored car, armored vehicle. Hindi ka na-provide na gano'n?
Hindi po. Wala po kasi kami memorandum of agreement regarding po sa services, cash services po, or cash delivery.
So hindi nag-request yung OVP ng cash delivered through armored vehicle papunta doon sa
Wala
the
po.
office. Okay. Curious lang ako, sino itong, meron pa isang pangalan kapirma sa baba ng cheque, itong Rosaline L. Sanchez, sa pagkakala mo. Kasi di ba sa baba, nakalagay Rosaline Sanchez and then Lemuel Ortonio, signatory doon sa pag-release ng cheque. Who are they?
Authorized signatory po. Isa po siya sa authorized signatories po ng Office of the Vice President.
Si Rosaline Sanchez, sino po ito? Sa
Siya,
pagkakala niyo po,
ang alam ko po siya po yung sa finance.
sa finance. Okay, nabanggit niyo rin po prior doon sa withdrawal, you were given 1 or 2 days para makapag-prepare ng cash. Sino po ulit tumatawag sa inyo?
Si Miss Queenie Masangkay po.
Paano po nalaman na si Miss Queenie Musakay tumatawag sa inyo?
Na-meet ko na rin po siya sa branch nung nag-open po sila ng MDS account po.
Okay. Last na naman, usually pag ganun kalaking amount ang withdraw, sinisiguro niyo na yung pupunta doon sa bangko, yun yung authorized na mag-withdraw talaga ng amount ng perang yan. Kadalasan tinatawagan pa yung principal. Wala kayong ganung klaseng protocol in place?
Wala na po kasi may advice na po siya.
Wala na.
May advice na po siya.
Bago po yung bell, Senator Judge Rafi. Next, to be recognized for his interjections would be Senator Bam Aquino. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Maraming salamat,
Proceed when you're ready.
Presiding Officer, Ms. Violeta, magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga din po.
Kaklaruhin ko lang po, yung cheque ay mula po kanino?
Mula po sa Office of the Vice President.
Hindi po, dyan po napunta yung pondo, no? But kanino po, anong account galing po yung pera niyan?
Sa Office of the Vice President nga po.
Because it was already downloaded to the Office of the Vice President from the Treasury. Is that
Opo.
correct?
Opo.
Okay. So this is OVP funds na napunta kay Miss Gina Acosta na SDO po nila. Tama po?
Basta si Miss Gina, yung pay po ng cheque.
Yung pay. Okay. Nabanggit niyo po kanina na unusual po yung laki, no? Kapag ganun po, do you report this to any agency? Kung nagtataka niyo po na parang laki naman ito, do you do any reporting or wala na pong reporting yan?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. May we invoke po yung AMLA rule na hindi po kami pwedeng mag-disclose any information po regarding sa reporting.
Sa reporting? Okay.
AMLA rule po siya.
Let me rephrase the question. Ang government transactions po ba ay sakop ng AMLA rules?
Makakasagot po niyan ang AMLC po.
Hindi, pwede niyong sabihin, hindi ko po alam yung sagot. Kayo po isang branch manager, so kayo po nasa landmarks ng ilang taon. Alam niyo po yung mga rules. Nais ko lang pong malaman kung ang government transactions ba ay sakop ng AMLA regulations po natin.
Wala naman pong exemption po doon.
So, sakop po siya.
Sako po.
Okay. So, ang sinasabi niyo po ba sa AMLA rules ay kasama ito sa mga covered or suspicious transactions? Tama po ba?
Yun nga po. So, I invoke po na mag-prohibit po ako magsabi po nito.
Okay, let me rephrase. I'm sorry, for me, these are simple questions, no? Regulations lang po ito. So, ulitin ko, sakop ang government transactions sa AMLA regulations, correct? Yes.
Lahat po.
Yes. At ano po ba yung rules natin pagdating sa pagre-report sa AMLA? Above a certain amount? Tama po ba?
Opo.
Opo. Magkano po yung limit? Kapag above, what amount po yan?
More than 500,000 po.
O any amount above 500,000, whether private po o gobyerno, dinire-report niyo po sa AMLA.
Supposedly po.
Okay, yan yung covered o yan yung suspicious? Yung over 500,000, magkaiba po yun,
Covered.
di ba? Okay, yung suspicious po, ano po yung regulasyon kapag nagsasabit po kayo ng suspicious transaction? Ano po yung batayan? Bakit ang isang transaction ay suspicious?
Kung sa tingin po namin ay doubtful po yung transaction. Pero for this particular po, hindi naman po kami nag-doubt kasi alam namin po na legit po yung transaction.
Okay, klaruhin ko kanina po, sabi niyo personally, meron kayong pagdududa, pero officially, hindi po kayo nag-report na suspicious transaction po ito.
Wala po akong sinabing may pagdududa.
Kanina, sabi niyo, nung nagtanong si Senator Tulfo, sabi niyo...
Unusual po ang nasabi ko po.
Okay. So kahit at sa tingin po nyo, unusual ito, hindi nyo po ito ni-report bilang suspicious transaction.
Hindi po pwede magsabi po na na nag-report po kami dahil nga po, invoke po yung AMLA law.
Okay, so covered, definitely, kasi it's above 500,000, pero yung suspicious transaction, ayaw nyo pong sabihin dahil covered po ito ng AMLA.
Kasi para sa amin naman po ay talagang hindi naman po siya suspicious.
Okay, sige po. Sige po, yun na po muna. Maraming salamat, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Bamagino. You may avail of the second round, if at all, Senator Gino. Senator Judge Alan Cayetano is recognized. Thereafter, Senator Judge Joel Villanueva. You have 2 minutes. I'm sorry, after Senator Alan, Senator Risa. Thereafter, Senator Judge Joel Villanueva. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Magandang umaga, Madam Witness. Welcome to the Senate.
Maganda.
Most of my questions na tanong naman ni Senator Erwin. I'd just like to ask, but you're familiar with the concept of confidential or discretionary funds? Or hindi? In government parlance?
Wala po kami.
Okay. No, kasi kung hindi ka familiar, whether that agency has 50 million discretionary funds or let's say if you were the manager sa OP and they had, I don't know how much now, 10 billion, you won't find it unusual kung 500 million, 250, 1 billion. Kasi nga usual means parate, unusual means bakit ganito kalaki, ano? Because when I was in the DFA, there was a big storm and I've never dealt with Land Bank directly except for my personal account as sa sweldo ko as DFA Secretary. But the President asked us, what can each agency do? So my staff then, si Yusek Ariola said, Sir, maraming stock sa mga ports, airport at seaport. May isa tayong fund that kung OFW sila, pwede tayong magbigay. So I think we had to withdraw 50 or 100 million. At sinabi ng branch manager, wala. And then it was a Friday. So I had to call the president of Land Bank and say, sir, mas na-stranded hindi. And then they sent over 50 or 100 million. So my point is, just because it's unusual, it doesn't mean it's illegal or whatever. Tama po ba?
Wala naman pong illegal doon sa encashment po.
Because nga, may difference when it's a private account. So it's a private account and they don't usually, let's say, someone has a private account, commercial or private, I mean in business or personal niya, they always withdraw 50,000, 100,000. It's theoretical so hindi to covered ng bank secrecy law. Suddenly, we withdraw ng 3 million, minsan nagtatanong, di ba? Kaya know your customer, di ba? Ganon din sa deposit. I'll just finish this slide. Ganon din sa deposit, di ba? So, kung sweldo ko 30,000, every time nagde-deposit ako 30,000, biglang magde-deposit ako 2 million, tatanungin ako, sir, saan galing to? Right? Pero pag government, as long as you're dealing with the people you identified with, so whether that's DPWH, whether that's DOTR, basta everything's in order, magtataka ka lang pag sobrang laki ng amount, but then you'll release it. No?
Kindly wind.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. I was just clarifying that point.
Thank you, Senator Judge Alan. Senator Judge Risa De Veras is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer. Madam Witness, yung 32 years nyo po na sinabi sa banking industry, yun po ba lahat ay sa land bank lamang?
Opo.
Okay. And then, sabi niyo po, unusual. Unusual yung withdrawals na ito. Sa 32 years niyo po sa banking industry, sa land bank, nakakita na po ba kayo ng ganyang kalaking amount na withdrawal ever before?
First time po.
First time. Okay. Sabi niyo nga kanina, unusual yung amount. First time, may ganyang amount na 125 million pesos. Bakit yung sinabing unusual? Ano yung floor niyo para sabihing unusual yung isang amount?
Usually po kasi kaya naging unusual para sa akin kasi cash po siyang nakuha.
Mhm.
Sa other, ano naman po is, kumbaga nag-issue po sila ng mga cheques sa yung disbursement po nila. By checks po, hindi po cash.
Okay. So hindi lang yung laki nung halaga na 125 million ang unusual din na yung ganyang unusual amount ay sa cash kinuha at hindi sa mga cheque.
Opo.
Okay. And yung 125 million, yun ba yung minimum na pag kinuha in cash, sasabihin nyo unusual? Or meron bang lowest amount na kapag kinuha in cash, sasabihin nyo na rin unusual?
Pwede naman po namin sabihin na unusual, let's say kung over, let's say 500,000 na po siya.
Over 500,000?
Kasi yung
Kung over 500,000 kinuha in cash, sasabihin nyo unusual.
for that particular, let's say po yung kliyente, yung
Yes.
mga ganun po.
For the particular client. Ito, hindi lang 500,000, 125 million. So, 250 times mas unusual sa minimum amount na sasabihin yung unusual kung kinuha in cash.
Depende po rin sa yung kliyente po.
Depende sa kliyente. But kung sino mang kliyente aside, nasabi niyong unusual dahil 125 million na para po sa akin is 250 times yung 500,000 at hindi po in check, kundi in cash po kinuha.
Pwede nga po, depende po sa depositor po niya. Kung regular lang sa kanya yung mga ganang withdrawals or what, it's usual. Pero kung parang for the first time na-encounter namin that much, unusual po sa
And this was your first time.
Opo.
And in your 32 years, higit 3 dekada, kung masasabi nating pambihirang amount ito in cash, masasabi nating once in a lifetime yung ganitong amount in cash.
Pwede po.
Pwede. Alright. Salamat, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you.
Tutuloy ko po sa second round.
Thank you, Senator Judge Risa. Senator Judge Villanueva, thereafter, our distinguished Senate President. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Sir Presiding Officer, Senate President. Madam Witness, binanggit niyo po yung unusual, no? And gusto kong susugan yung katanungan. Yung usual, below 500,000 pag individual. Pero kung ito'y government agency, paano niyo masasabi na ito'y unusual?
Any depositor naman po, kung hindi naman po ganong frequent silang nag-withdraw ng ganong kalaking cash. Kaya po, naano ko siyang unusual.
Kung ganito po, na 4 na beses na nag-withdraw na 125 billion, would you say usual na siya?
Unusual nga po.
No,
Kasi,
kung 4 na sunod-sunod na yung binanggit po ninyo, 125 million, sunod-sunod, nagiging usual na po ba siya? O unusual pa rin?
pwede naman po.
What was
Usual.
it?
Kung sunod-sunod naman po, magiging na po siya. Talagang usual transaction na po yun.
So, kung ganun nga po, na 4 na sunod-sunod, usual transaction na siya.
Opo.
Madam Witness, as I understand yung process, the BM would provide the funding, notice of cash allocation, and then the agency authorizes the disbursement. At kayo, for example, sa inyong bangko, sa land bank, bine-verify nyo lang at you pay the corresponding instruments. Is that correct?
Opo. Bine-verify po yung pag-issue ng cheque po, yung mga signatories, payees, like that po.
So bago po inilabas ang salapi o yung pera, ano-ano pong dokumento yung aktual na natatanggap po ninyo at inyong masusing sinusuri? Kasi sabi nyo nga, I'm sure from the first withdrawal, as you made mention, it's unusual. So ano yung mga talagang sinusuri po ninyo na dokumento bago nyo i-release ito?
Supported naman po ito ng advice. So once po nakapasok na po sa system at funded naman po siya, okay na po sa amin yun.
So yun lang po yung inyong sinecheck.
Opo.
And that's it, you release it right away.
Yes, sir.
And binanggit niyo po kanina, hindi ito suspicious.
Para sa ano ko po, hindi po siya suspicious.
At lahat po ay legitimate.
Yes, sir.
One last question that I'd like to ask. With this amount of money that will be withdrawn by the payee, ano ho yung mga advance arrangements? Kasi hindi, sabi nyo nga, hindi usual, yung biglaan, 125 million. Ano yung mga advance arrangements na hinihingi po ninyo o tinatawag po sa inyo bago mailabas po itong salapi na ito? How far in advance was Land Bank informed that these amounts of physical cash would be required for each transaction?
Mga a day or two po, ni-inform po kami from the cash division po ng OVP na meron po silang ganong cash requirement. So, sa amin naman po, pinaprocess naman po namin yung requirements nila bago po namin sila advise na available na po yung cash.
So in 24 hours, kaya na po.
Pwede naman po.
Salamat po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Villanueva. The distinguished Senate President is recognized. You have 2 minutes for your interjection, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Good morning, Ms. Constantino. Sundan ko lang po yung natanong kanina ni Senator Risa. So in your 32 years in Land Bank, hindi ba po kayo nakakita ng withdrawal na ganito kalaking amount? 125 million. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Ano yung pinakamalaking nakita nyo ng withdrawal in cash?
Hindi ko na po recall.
More or less lang. Mabigyan nyo kami.
In cash.
In cash.
Siguro
Pinakamalaking nakita nyo na o na-experience nyo na in your
mga 500,000 po.
500,000. And next, ito na, 125 million.
Yes, sir.
Ang Shaw Boulevard, maraming negosyo dyan. So I assume maraming mga private companies dyan. May nakita na ba kayong cash withdrawal from a private company na ganito kalaki in the hundreds of millions?
Mostly po mga cheque po yung ini-issue nila.
Cheque? Meron bang mga cash withdrawal din? Mga sa private companies?
Wala po.
Wala, puro
Checks.
cheque lang ang ini-issue nila.
Opo.
And then, nabanggit nyo kanina na 4 na beses pumunta sila Miss Acosta at si Mr. Ortonio sa inyo. Tama po ba 4 na beses?
Yes, sir.
Nung nag-withdraw sila, meron ba kayong any casual talk kung saan gagamitin itong mga perang ito? Kasi sabi niyo nga kanina, unusual, ngayon lang kayo nakakita. Hindi ba nagkaroon kayo ng konting parang casual talk sa pangatlo o pang-apat na pagkita ninyo kung saan gagamitin itong perang to?
Hindi ko na po ma-recall, Your Honor.
I'm sure nag-uusap kayo, di ba?
Brief talk.
Brief talk, mayroon bang nasabi kung saan gagamitin itong pera na to?
Hindi ko na nga po maalala. Sorry po.
Hindi nyo na maalala. Okay. And then, kanina nasa tanong rin ni Senator Pam, typically, rini-report to sa AMLAC. Yung mga ganitong kalaking amount. Na-report nyo na ba? Na-report nyo ito? Hindi yung detalye. Ang tanong lang naman kung na-report yung ganitong kalaking cash withdrawal sa AMLAC.
Ang alam ko po, ang Land Bank naman po ay compliant po sila sa when it comes to reporting po.
So, nare-report siya.
Compliant po kami doon.
Alright. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Senator Judge Pangilinan is recognized. You may proceed, sir. You have 2 minutes when you're ready.
Thank you. Magandang umaga.
Umaga po.
Una-una, si Gina Acosta, kilala ninyong bilang Special Disbursing Officer, tama?
As payee po ng cheque.
Hindi bilang Special Disbursing Officer.
Hindi po.
Kung siya ang payee, hindi, at sinabi niyo iba ang tumatawag sa inyo na 2 days in advance.
Iba po.
Diba? Sino yung sinabi niyong tumatawag?
Si Miss Queen Masangkay po.
Miss Masangkay.
Opo.
Bakit iba? Would you know, if you know, bakit iba yung payee, iba yung tumatawag?
Wala pong idea kasi it's under the agency po kung sino pong gusto nilang gawing payee po.
Pero bakit si Masangkay ay kilala mo? Nagpakilala siya? Did you meet each other?
Na-meet ko po siya kasi po bago po sila mag-open ng account po sa amin, so nag-visit po sila sa branch.
Okay, so you knew her personally and therefore siya ang tumatawag. Pero ang payee ay si Gina Acosta. In other accounts, would you know or would you have experience na ganun din? Iba yung payee, iba yung tumatawag? I suppose, yes, no?
Wala po akong idea.
Okay, okay. Dun sa nabanggit yung first time ang ganyang kalaking halaga, kaya sabi niyo unusual. Meron pa bang ibang ahensya? Tama bang sabihin? Walang ibang ahensya ng pamahalaan ang naglalabas ng ganyang kalaking pera sa inyong accounts, sa inyong branch? Dahil kayo depositary ng government ba, hindi ba?
Wala na po akong ma-recall kasi nga po kagaya ng sabi ko kanina, lahat po ay na-convert na po sila sa mga online transactions.
And most government agencies would use checks
Checks or online transactions po.
or online transactions. Okay, so and sinabi nyo, ang average na cash transactions sa inyong withdrawals, apart from yung 125 million na cash, yung average is about 500,000, tama? Yung average amount ng cash.
Pwede po or lower than that. Kung cash po.
Yes, yes. So, malaki yung agwat, no?
Opo.
And that's why you say it's unusual.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have no other questions, Mr. President, presiding officer. Just to manifest that earlier, the witness said that she's bound by the confidentiality rule under the AMLA law. But we take exception to that. But I understand that we will be tackling this matter in another article. We will not concede that you cannot disclose this information, this being the impeachment court. But it being, dahil ito ay itatakal sa ibang articles of incorporation, we will not pursue it at this time. I mean, the articles of impeachment rather. Is it Article 2? Then we will not insist and we will not push the issue at this time. For the record, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Noted, but Chair would also like to place on the record that while indeed the court issued a subpoena vis-a-vis the AMLC, the provision of the law on the confidentiality with respect to bank officers are indeed provided for in the AMLC. That bank officers are those authorized to report both suspicious transactions and those exceeding 500,000 are not allowed to disclose whether or not they report. And thank you, Ms. Constantina, for being very cooperative and at the same time prudent with respect to your answers regarding the AMLC provision. Dahil kayo po yung madidemanda kung sakasakali, hindi naman po kami. If there are no other, Senator Judge Aimee, before we go on a second round, Senator Judge Aimee, thereafter Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo for his second round, Senator Judge Ontiveros for his second round, and Senator Judge Rafi for his second round. Senator Aimee, you may proceed when you're ready, and you have 2 minutes, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Presiding Judge. And this is a very simple question by way of information to the prosecution. During the Blue Ribbon Committee, a certain Jean Abaya was called as a resource person. As I recall, she was then the operations head of Land Bank Show and assumed the position of department manager thereafter. I understand, of course, that the prosecution has the right to choose your witnesses. I am simply curious, bakit hindi pinatawag si Ms. Abaya na magtestigo ngayon, samantalang siya yung may personal knowledge ng encashment ng mga cheque na pinag-uusapan?
Your Honor,
The Honorable Chua may respond.
thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, at that time, when this check was in cash, si Ma'am po, ang ating pong testigo, siya po ang branch manager, hindi po si yung nabanggit po ninyo.
Yes, alam ko na siya yung branch manager, pero yung operations head at that time, si Jean Abaya. As a matter of fact, she was even able to say that the entire amount of the checks was withdrawn each encashment. So, ang lumalabas doon sa House hearing, kung naaalala kong maigi, si Miss Abaya ang direktang nakipag-deal kay Miss Acosta, di ba?
Your Honor, kung maririnig po natin yung kanyang salaysay, siya po kasi yung nakikipag-coordinate sa OPP.
Siya nakikipag-coordinate or sino ang direktang nakikipag-usap kay Miss Abaya, kung ganon? Kay Miss Acosta, sorry, di ba si Jean Abaya?
Pwede po.
Yun ang pagkaintindi ko dun sa House hearing eh.
Pwede po ako sumagot.
Yes, please.
Si Gina Abaya po, siya po yung next in rank nung ako po ay branch
Siya
manager.
yung...
Next in my rank.
Oo, yeah.
Opo.
Pero siya ba yung direkta nakipag-deal kay Miss Acosta ng DepEd?
Ako po ang direktang sa OVP po.
Nakakapagtaka lang kung bakit nung House hearing, si Miss Abaya ang siyang nagsabi ng direktahan na yung entire amount ng cheque was withdrawn each encashment. Hindi po kayo. Ba't nagkaganon?
Your Honor, bali po si Gina Baya po ang naging incumbent manager. Siya po yung pumalit sa akin as branch manager. So at that time, tinanong ko nga siya. So since operations manager po siya, aware din po siya sa transaction. Pero natanong din po siya kung sino direktang kumakausap sa cash division staff. So kaya po ako napatawag.
Kayo yung direktang nakipag-usap?
Opo.
Kahit siya ang nag-attest na talagang buong amount ang withdraw.
Aware naman po siya sa mga transactions din po sa branch.
Okay, maliban doon, Ms. Constantino, nung House Blue Ribbon, narinig ko, nung tinanong ni Congressman Luistro, sino ang nag-withdraw ng pera at linagay sa mga bag, nung una, sabi niyo, you didn't recall. Matapos nun, medyo may leading question si Congresswoman nun eh. Kasi ang sabi, do you recall Miss Acosta? Do you recall Mr. Ortonio? Bigla ninyong naalala si Miss Acosta at si Mr. Ortonio. Tama ba yun? Ba't nagkaganon? Nung una, hindi ninyo maalala. Pagkatapos nun, naalala na ninyo.
Pwede po
Ano ba talaga ang naaalala ninyo? Para klaro sa'yo.
Pwede po ba nating balikan po kung yung transcript po talaga? Kasi baka po, mamaya, baka lang po, I'm sorry, may iba pong issue before. Tapos po natanong ako kung bakit ko po kilala yung dalawa. So baka po may iba
Kasi
pa
nung
pong
una,
story behind.
tinatanong kung nare-recall ninyo, sino naglagay ng pera sa mga bag. Sabi po ninyo na hindi ninyo maalala. Tama ba yun?
Ang pagkakaalala
Kindly wind up.
ang pagkakaalala ko, sorry po. Ang pagkakaalala ko po, ang sinagot ko po yon na si
Yes, yes.
Gina ang naglagay si Mr. Ortonio. Ang hindi ko po ma-recall kung sino po yung naglabas na ng cash.
Hindi ko tinatanong yun. Hindi yun ang tinutukoy ko. Ang tinutukoy ko, yung pa-iba-ibang sagot. Kasi nung una sabi nyo, hindi niyo maalala kung sino naglagay ng pera sa bag. Pagkatapos nung binanggit sa inyo, do you recall Miss Acosta, do you recall Mr. Ortonio? Naalala ninyo kung sino naglagay na yung dalawa. Bakit ganon? Yun lang po.
Ang
Kindly wind
pagkakaalam
up.
Considering that Miss Acosta is allegedly the payee, bakit hindi niyo yun naalala kaagad? Doon ako nagtataka.
Wala po akong matandaan na sinabi ko, na hindi ko ma-recall po yung naglagay ng pera sa bags. Ang alam ko po, nare-recall ko kung sino po ang naglabas ng bags.
Okay,
Outside
so
the bag.
balikan na lang po natin yung transcript
Sige
doon sa
po.
lower house
Kung pwede po.
na baka maipaliwanag ninyo sa amin na maigi. Maraming salamat.
Sige
The
po,
lady may avail for round 2 with the permission of Senators Erwin Tulfo, Ontiveros, and Rafi Tulfo. Chair would like to acknowledge Senator Lacson first since it is his first round to ask questions. Thereafter, we will be recognizing in this order Senators Erwin Tulfo, Senator Ontiveros, and Senator Rafi Tulfo for their second round. Senator Lacson may proceed.
Thank
You
you,
have 2 minutes,
Mr. Presiding Officer. Hindi pa ako magtatanong. I will only make a manifestation. I'm only wondering why neither the prosecution nor the defense is presenting a competent witness in the handling of intelligence and confidential fund. Kasi po, in my previous life, sa intelligence, sa law enforcement, ang natatandaan ko, kasi limited yung purpose ng intelligence at saka confidential fund. Nagtataka lang ako, nakita ko yung regularity ng withdrawals ng cash parang every quarter except for December 20. So sana kung para ma-educate kami at saka magkaroon kami ng informed decision later on, sana meron tayong competent witness sa pag-handle ng intelligence fund or confidential fund para nang sa gano'n naman ma-present namin at matanong din namin sarili namin, regular ba yung every quarter? Kasi January, April, tapos July, di ba? Parang regular eh.
ang alam ko, pagka may pangangailangan dahil merong intelligence gathering operation, may confidential activities, saka palang mangangailangan ng pera. So yun lang, Mr. Presiding Officer. The defense may also respond or comment with the prosecution. Thank you.
We will recognize both sides, but recognize first to respond to the inquiry of the manifestation rather of Senator Judge Lacson. The Honorable Chua, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we will be presenting our witness, pero hindi po siya yung testigo po pagdating po dyan. In time po, we will be presenting witness or witnesses that will explain yung manner po ng confidential.
Kasi I asked my staff, wala po sa listahan ng testigo na meron tayong competent witness. So saan ang galing yung sinasabi niyo yung present yung COA po?
They will be
COA is not a competent witness sa pag-handle ng intelligence and confidential funds. Somebody,
Your Honor, meron
you
po
know,
kasi
maybe
kami reservation.
a retired intelligence officer, you know, somebody like that na maalam mag-handle. Nagtataka lang ako bakit masyadong regular tapos yung una pa, natapat pa na magpapasko.
Yes, Your Honor, may present po kami, pero kung makikita po ninyo dun sa aming pre-trial brief, meron po dong reservation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Confidential pa daw po. The Honorable Attorney Poe, rather, is recognized for your comment to the manifestation of Senator Lacson.
Thank you,
You may
Mr.
proceed, sir.
Presiding Officer. Same comment actually with the prosecution, Your Honors. Meron din po kasi tayong mga reservations. So we will present when we feel necessary, Your Honors.
Sa ngayon nga, confidential pa din yung witness. Senator Erwin Tulfo is recognized for his availment of round 2. You may proceed, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Miss Witness, ito pong transaksyon na 125, 4 times yata ito, tama po ba?
Tama po.
Alright. Hindi po ninyo na-report sa AMLAC.
Gaya po ng sabi ko po, na-invoke ko po yung AMLA rule, prohibiting us to disclose po any information regarding
No, I'm not saying na you have to disclose to us, pero I'm saying kailangan po bang i-report ito? Kasi ma'am, ayon po sa AMLAC law natin, covered po ang lahat po ng government transactions ng government agencies. Tama po ba? Do you agree with that? Alright.
Yes po.
At saka, another thing, ito po ba ay ang transaksyon na ito ay nasa ilalim ng list of due and demandable accounts, payable, LDDAP, at saka meron ba bang itong advice to debit account, ADA?
Meron po silang advice na na-issue po dyan.
Okay, pero nasa ilalim po ba ito ng LDDAP, yung list of due and demandable accounts?
I think agency na po ang pwedeng sumagot po regarding this.
Okay, alright. And that's all, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo. Senator Judge Risa Diveras for her second round. You may proceed, ma'am, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer. Madam Witness, yung unusual pa rin, bago ibang tanong. Sinabi niyo kanina sa prosecution may cash involved limit. Magkano po yung cash involved limit
Sa branch po
sa
namin.
branch ninyo?
Pwede ko bang hindi sagutin po yan for security.
Alright. Then hindi ko itatanong yung follow-up question doon. Ito na lang. Sabi po ninyo, wala ang branch ninyo ng ganyang amount. Kung pwede niyo sabihin, magkano po ang halaga na meron ang branch niyo?
Yung malaki po kasi amount. So, in any given day po kasi, talagang wala po kaming branch. So, pwede ko po in average, kung ano lang po yung sa tingin namin na kasya po yung during the operational transactions po ng branch.
Magkano po yung average na yon sa branch niyo? Transactions for the day?
For us, mga ano po, maybe, mga 20 M po.
20 M. So ito pong 125 million ay times 6 po dun sa average na transaction sa branch nyo in a given day.
Apo.
Okay. And then, sabi nyo rin po kanina sa prosecution, kailangan tawagan ang cash center ninyo para i-transact yung amount. Magkano po yung floor ulit na halaga para kailangan yung tawagan ang cash center ninyo?
Any cash requirements naman po ay tinatawag namin sa cash center po namin for assistance.
Okay. Would you say anything above 20 million, kailangan kayong tumawag sa cash center?
Kahit po less than, basta po requirement po namin sa branch for that day, sa daily operations po namin.
And yung 125 million na yon ay lampas sa kaya ng branch nyo in that day?
Opo.
Okay. Kaya unusual ang sinabi nyo kanina sa prosecution. Okay po. In total, kalahating bilyong piso in cash ang winidraw ng Office of the Vice President sa branch ninyo. Sa experience nyo po, karaniwan rin po bang mag-withdraw ang isang ahensya ng ganyang halaga, kalahating bilyong piso, in cash, sa loob lamang ng 8 buwan?
Hindi ko po yun masasagot kasi yung agency po maybe ang dapat pong sumagot about it.
Oh, pero para sa branch po ninyo, naranasan nyo na po ba in the higit 3 dekadang nagtrabaho kayo sa Land Bank na merong alinmang ahensyang nag-withdraw ng ganyang halaga, kalahating bilyong piso in cash sa loob lamang ng less than 3/4 of a year?
Wala po akong ma-recall kasi mostly nga po sabi ko ay puro through online or ang transactions na po nila or cheque.
Okay. At bilang branch manager, sinigurado niyo po ba na otorisado talaga ni Vice President yung pag-withdraw ng kalahating bilyong piso?
Meron naman po kasi silang initial advice. So, binase naman po natin yung checking na initial kay Ms. Gina Costa na ito po ay may advice na po and funded.
Alright. So, batay dun sa issue advice ni Ms. Gina Costa, yun na yung pagtitiyak nyo na otorisado ni VP yung pag-withdraw nitong kalahating bilyong piso in
Apo.
cash.
Apo.
Salamat po. Salamat, Mr. Presiding Officer. Last 2 questions if there's a final round. Salamat po.
Senator Judge Risa, Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo for his availment of round 2. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Madam Witness, how are government agency accounts being opened sa Land Bank? Ano yung proseso po?
Pakiulit po, sir.
Ano po yung proseso para yung isang government agency ay makapag-open ng account sa Land Bank?
Meron pong request na galing po sa kanila. At the same time po, meron din pong approval from the Bureau of Treasury na mag-open po sila ng account sa amin. So once approved na po ito, ay ma-open na po yung account sa Land Bank.
Very good. Now, sa kaso po ng OVP, sino po yung nag-open ng account? Sino po yung pumunta sa bangko ninyo para i-open yung account ng OVP?
Ang alam ko po, nag-inquire po yung head po ng
Huwag
agency.
po alam ko, dapat sino po talaga, sigurado dapat kayo.
Yung head po ng cash division.
Nila.
Opo.
Okay, ano po yung mga presentang dokumento para magpapatunay na sila po authorized talaga na mag-open account for on behalf of the OVP?
Gaya po na sabi ko nga po kanina, yung pong request nila na mag-open account, at the same time, yung approval po ng Bureau of Treasury na sila po ay allowed po mag-open ng account sa amin.
Ano kung nasa niyo po yung question kanina, sino po yung person na pumunta doon para magpresenta na ako ay from OVP at nagpakita ng dokumento at ako yung authorized person to represent the OVP for this account?
Yung head po ng cash division po ng OVP.
And what is your name again? Ano pangalan niyo po?
Hindi ko na po ma-recall yung head po. Yung isa po kasi staff niya po yun,
Okay.
si Miss Queenie.
So pagdating niya po dun sa bangko, meron po siyang sigurado akong binabanggit ng mga taong point person na para pumunta sa bangko para mag-withdraw at sino yung mga signatories, etc. Tama?
Pakiulit po ang tanong, Your Honor.
Kasi po yung sa cash division, hindi ko na maalala ang pangalan ng tao ulit.
Yung head ng cash division, hindi ko na po ma-recall.
Okay, sige, yung head ng cash division, pumunta doon ng open account. Sa doon, nagkakaroon agad ng arrangement para sabihin sa inyo na ang pwede lang mag-withdraw ay si ganito. at kasama si ganito.
Wala pong ganong arrangement.
Wala.
Wala pong ganon.
O dapat mayroong arrangement para malaman ninyo kung sino yung point person ng OBP para tumawag sa inyo at sino kayo nagde-designate ng point person to coordinate from the OBP to land bank.
Yung po, sorry po, ang pagkaintindi ko po kung sino po yung initial nila na cheque, ganun po ba?
No, sino yung taong nagsasabi sa land bank na ito lamang ang recognize namin na tumawag at the day of the withdrawal at ito lamang ang pwede pumirma sa cheque, etc. etc. There has to be one person.
As to authorized signatories po, aware naman po yung agency kung sino po yung mga authorized pumirma. Ngayon po, kung sino po yung...
No, sorry. You're listening but you're not hearing me. Sino po yung tao na nagsabi sa land bank na, hey, land bank, ito lamang mga tao ang pwede kumontak sa inyo, ang pwede mag-withdraw, period. Sino yun?
Ang pagkakalam ko po, yun pong sina Asik or Tonyo po.
Sina Asik?
Sila po kasi yung officers po na
So did they go personally sa land bank or through telephone lamang?
Sa pagkakaalala ko po, meron po silang written communication po
So how
sa
did you know na sila talaga yun nasa written communication?
nag-represent po sila ng mga IDs nila. Doon po sa pagkakaalala ko
So they went to land bank personally?
Yes.
And then they presented documents to prove that they are that person?
Opo.
And
Kasi, sorry po, pwede pong mag-back-in. Bali po doon, sa pagkakaalala ko po, sa binibigyan ng dokumento, meron na rin pong photocopy ng mga IDs po nila.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Tulfo. Senator Judge Pangilinan is recognized. For its round 2 availment. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Yung cheque na winidraw o pinisenta sa inyo, December 20, 2022, tama ang date?
Opo, December 20, 2022.
Kinuha yung pera on the same day, December 20.
Opo.
So, kung sabi nyo kanina, unusual yung malaking halaga. Unusual din, o usual ba yun? Yung ganung halaga, same day naka-date, same day din i-withdraw, ganun.
Bali nga po,
Mabilis pa yun?
may prior notice po sila, ang agency, na meron silang magkakaroon po sila ng ganang encashment. So as to...
2 days before?
Opo. So, yung pong December naman po kasi, pwede naman po nilang gawin yun on the same day. Kasi po, pag December, merong regulation naman po ang Bureau of Treasury. Kapag po December, hindi na po natin siya inihintay ang 24 hours or to 48 hours na ano po.
Yes, so but if you combine both, the huge amount, which is unusual, and the same day dated check,
Transaction.
and the same day withdrawal, is that usual?
So, tingin ko naman po, usual naman po siya.
So the only thing unusual is that it is a huge amount, which you've never experienced in your
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And so tinatawag sa'yo 2 days before kahit hindi pa handa yung check, in other words.
Hindi ko na lang po alam
kasi
sa
2
side
days,
nila. Opo.
2 days before, pero posible, no, na 2 days before, December 18, 17, hindi pa nahanda yung check, pero ihahanda nila, in-notify na.
Opo.
Okay. Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Pangilinan. Senator Judge Ontiveros for the final round for your last 2 questions, I believe, or no more? No more? If there are no other interventions or interjections from the Senator Judges, the presiding officer would like to excuse you already. Ma'am Violeta Constantino, thank you very much, ma'am, for your time. Salamat po sa inyong kooperasyon. Magandang umaga po. Mananghalian po muna kayo dyan bago kayo umuwi. Yes, Senator Judge Pangilinan.
Quick manifestation because I'm receiving a few text messages.
The gentleman may proceed.
Thank you. About the
non-disclosure by covered transactions. We just have to distinguish, para sa interest lang ng mga nagtatanong, ang covered institutions na hindi pwede mag-disclose ang mga bangko ng AMLA records. Pero ang AMLA mismo, hindi siya, at least the position of the impeachment court, is not covered by the confidentiality of records.
That's what the chair said earlier. That was contained in the ruling of the court.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Presiding.
Thank you. With the permission of the parties, it's 11:42, so that we can cut clean. We can pause for lunch and resume at 12:15 for a 30-minute lunch break.
Your Honor, before anything, just a quick manifestation, Your Honor. Your Honor, just if I may
Counsel for respondent is recognized.
mukhang naiwan po yata ng witness natin itong certification. If I may just turn it over.
Yes. Kindly give it to the counsel to the panel of prosecutors.
We know what is the content of the
Yes.
document. Thank you.
Based on popular request, 12:30 then. We resume at 12:30 for the next witness of the prosecution in the person of Ms. Nenita Camposano.
That's okay with us, Your Honor.
Counsel from the panel of prosecutors, that's okay?
Yes, that's okay with us, Your Honor.
Then we shall go on recess and shall resume at 12:30.